Hey folks, Mad Rabbit here, back in medieval Minecraft. Continuing, did some few minor things I'm going to show you today. No building on air today. If you're looking for a tutorial or something, it probably won't be today. I'm just going to show you some things I've done off air, here, there, scattered around the landscape. I replaced this building. As you remember, last time it burned down, or partially burned down. And I'm starting to go through and put a lot of labels on buildings. Kind of gives the city a little bit more life. Bring some hay and stuff around, naming things like that. And I want to take you over to the other area on the other side of the city, which is actually outside the walls. So this is from a few episodes ago, where there's sort of a seller's pavilion. I'm going to have more of these things scattered around the landscape, things like that. And I made a lamp design, which I'm pretty much using that all over the place. That is glowstone, I think. That way I don't have to use the I changed the texture so from this texture pack. And the other area I did, I know I showed you this before, which was part of this. I did some development on the road. As I explained, I had a lot of problems. I think there's some issue with MCEdit and those new leashes that they have for some of these horses and donkeys and whatnot. So all these horses and donkeys are not secured anymore. They're just wandering around messing up my fields here. See? Upsetting me. But I decided to build a new couple buildings down here. Nothing really special as far as the designs go. Simple, but again, just I wanted to develop an area outside the city walls, kind of make suburbs. And this is obviously isn't finished. I'm going to be continuing to work on this whole coast. But this is sort of what I'm talking about here. Picking an area and just building, and just sort of going crazy with it, trying to develop as much as I can. So as you can imagine, on the coastline, you'd have some sort of a bait and tackle shop, um, just some small place where the guy lives. Simple. And this is like a leather worker's shop. Basically, they would export their leatherworking goods to freelance merchants and stuff that come in on boat. They make saddles, just leather, and various leather armors and whatnot. So obviously, he has a small little pen for the cows out here. I'll just quickly show you this building. It's really not too special. We've done buildings like this before on my show. I could put some dormers in. I was thinking of almost doing that, but I don't think I'm gonna. Not for this building. But I may save this building and use it elsewhere. Just sort of make it more like a shop. And then upstairs, just lots of little things here. And the only way to get into the other side is down this way. Just another workshop. And just a couple balcony sleeping areas on the other side. And that is really about it for that building. Those are pistons, not the sticky type. And just putting some things around the landscape. This is just sort of a little mine. Dirt pile there, small track, and really nothing special here. Just goes up to a certain point, and this is probably going to connect to the underground sewer system below the city also, but I'm going to have maybe develop some mines and stuff. I may actually do eventually like do some challenge dungeons to sort of make some challenge dungeons and stuff connected to this world, kind of make it like almost like an RPG world of sorts. But no, I haven't decided when I'll do that. It's sort of long term, probably not right now. All right, exiting town. I made a whole system of roadways spidering around here, there, and everywhere. This goes south to desert areas, and this will go to our other area I was developing. Okay, and this is just one farmhouse that's of many that we're going to be scattering the landscape in the future. Some of these things have been on builds from season 1 and some from season 2. I think this granary was from season 1, one of the earliest of episodes, if you remember right. But then this texture pack looks quite a bit different. I think this is the barn we built earlier in this season. There's not many episodes of this season, obviously. It's supposed to be filled with water. Just basically put down, this is from season 1 also. one of the buildings we built in one of the later episodes. I know it was around 100 and something. Not designed on the interior. This is a shed we built not too long ago. This is sort of what I'm talking about. Just picking areas and just starting to develop them. A lot of wild animals. Just threw them down here just for the heck of it. But I just kept going one day. Worked for several hours getting this system of roads just going everywhere. And not too far from this, as you can see, I made this sort of a waterfall coming down. And I developed this area too. I just said, well, I'll just throw a bunch of things in, develop the landscape, and I just do little hedges, scattered some gravel around. And then there's a whole elaborate system of caverns right below here that comes out further down there. So I think we'll go through that real quickly. Now, it's not really all that exciting, but it gets really dark in here. Okay, did find it. There we go. So let's go down further in this. This just goes down for a ways. A lot of bats spawned in here, and then it just sort of stops. And then we'll just go through it. I deliberately made it very maze-like. I don't even remember how to get through it here. And I haven't really been playing this game much lately. And I haven't, because it's a little boring right now. I'm hoping for some more additions. I know they're going to be adding a lot more blocks. And this is the cavern system. Needs some work still. I've only put some things in here. I put some mycelium in there and grew some large mushrooms. I built a few little houses for some of these dudes. These are what the certificates look like in this particular texture pack. Just small houses where this guy will live. Huh. 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 There's another one out here. He's trapped. I deliberately made it so he's trapped. He can't get out. He's got a nice little house. I was tempted to do that with all of them. I put two dudes in here, but I don't think they're going to be able to get back. Oh, yeah, three of them. Three of them wandered over here. They had a house right here. Apparently they're just going to wander away and never come back to their house. That's unfortunate. I kind of wish they would sort of stick around their house a little more. But this thing just basically just keeps going on. I put a few more big mushrooms in. I think someday I'll put maybe some monsters down here and stuff. Some monster spawners. I guess different challenge dungeons and maybe ways to get to different parts of the landscape but below ground. Some more of those, and yeah, this is where we basically went in on top of this hill here. If I could find it exactly. Yep, right there. That's where we went in. So that was pretty big and elaborate, but I'm gonna do lots of things like that along the landscape, and this just goes all over the place. It kind of goes all the way around the continent until it reaches the High Elf city, but from a different way. So yeah, I still have to do a lot of work on that, and I generated in some new super trees with some of the things that MCEdit has. MCEdit can generate trees and stuff like this. So I wanted to do some of them scatter on the landscape. It is pretty epic. I love these trees. And I have some more like that. And it's just basically this will go eventually just all the way around. But I know there's going to be an area where I do a civilization as wood elves. So it's going to have civilization basically in the trees and around the trees that are like this. There'll be a whole forest of this. But the high elf one was not like that. It was a lot like well, you saw the past few episodes. That was the high elves. That was basically like smaller trees like this. So this basically just goes around. I developed a few more areas too further up, just like some small mines and stuff. I didn't really make them too big, and I did a couple more trees. Like this is one of them. Not as huge as that other one, but just a few. And that's all I've been doing in Minecraft lately. I have this whenever I get some extra time. I've been obviously been doing a lot of other shows on this channel, um, and I just haven't felt much like doing Minecraft lately. But this show will never die. I just want to let people know. That's why I want to put this episode out, and I'm gonna just do little bits and pieces here and there. I know in the I forgot what it was, a couple episodes ago, I asked about what people wanted from the show exactly. What they wanted to take from the show. They want tutorials. They just want to see what I'm doing. Little tours, maybe once every few weeks or a couple weeks or something of some of the builds I've done, like some of the stuff you saw today. That was basically just several hours worth of work over several different days, since the last episode. Um, so stuff like this, I just said, okay, well, it's just some big mountains here. We'll just have like a little mining thing up here, and then I kind of went into the mountain a little bit. And there's really not much else to show, just that. But that's it, guys. I think I'm going to end this episode. I didn't really want these to be very long, so all right, I'll see you next time. Adios.